But you can't tell me that Roman mythology isn't interesting because I was just reminded of this story. One of the early kings of Rome, King Tarquin, was once approached by this old foreign lady, and she had these 9 books with her. She said they were the Sibylline oracles, that the Cumean Sibyl had written them herself, and they were her prophecies. Now, the Sibyl is super important to Roman mythology because she was a priestess of Apollo, and they had a little like entanglement. At one point, she promised him her virginity, and what she wanted in exchange for that was Girly picked up a handful of sand and was like, I want to live this many years. Apollo granted her wish, but she reneged on her virginity. And so he decided, since she didn't ask for perpetual youth, that she could live that long, but she would keep aging. And then in Rome's founding story, part of it at least, is that a Trojan soldier, Aeneas, who was also a son of Venus, was able to escape Troy as it was burning down. And he made his way to what was eventually Rome. And he went on a lot of the same journey that Odysseus did, which included the underworld, where the Sibyl was his guide. So these prophecies, if they were actually from the Sibyl, would be extremely valuable. But this old lady was asking for a very, very high price. And who even is this foreign old lady? Why should we listen to her? Why should we trust her? So King Tarquin turns her away. Now she comes back the next day, but she tells him she had burned 3 of the books. So she only has 6. She offers him the 6, but she offers them at the same price she offered the 9. And he's like, are you crazy? Like, why would I buy 6 for the same price that I just turned down 9 for? Like, no, go away, old lady. So she goes away again. And he's a little intrigued at this point. He's like, this is weird that this has happened twice. So he decides to go to his priests and he's like, what is up with this lady in the books? Can you tell me what's going on? And they tell him, like, holy crap, bro, you've actually been turning down a gift from the gods. They're real. Those are the real Sibylline oracles. So if she comes back, you need to get whatever book she has left and pay whatever price she says. You need these books. So she does come back the next day, and as was her custom, she had burned 3. So she only has 3 left. He buys up the 3 for the same price that she wanted for the 9. And those books supposedly lived on the Capitoline Hill until, in ancient times, burnt down. And they tried to retrieve some of the prophecies, but they couldn't verify all of them, couldn't retrieve all of them. And they would consult that whenever there were times of trouble. So, I wonder how much King Tarquin really, ate at himself for the rest of his life of, what were in those other 6 books? What were in the other 6 books? What were in the other 6 books? It's a lot like the Library of Alexandria. I know I just triggered a bunch of people, but what were in those 6 books?